All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To the air with Love. Gets this one to Watson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Offense in the hurry-up here. The handoff on 3rd and short. A lot of grass ahead. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That is your old-school meat-and-potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's up again. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a 2nd down. Fullback trying to power it across. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. The Packers take their 1st time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys. And they'll pitch it out to him.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers start off well to tie things 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing. He's trying to push the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
They send a receiver in motion right.
Go.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders break the tie here in the 1st. Carlson now to add 1 more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go. 18 Cardinal, reload.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun now for Love. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Love from the gun. Called in left side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Man in motion here. Loves to throw again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing his love on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And it's 4th down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Packers tie things up at 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Airing it out to start this drive. He puts everything behind this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Pass play coming here. He's trying to go deep again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
On 1st down, they'll run. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Right back to him on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because...
And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Complete here to Bowers. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing now on 1st down. Escapes out to the left. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. From the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Carlson to tack on the extra point. And he does not tie this game. His extra point's off. They remain down by 1. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
From the 24. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thrown on first down, Love. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down throw. Here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
They send a tight end in motion. Takes the handoff, now Love. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. He throws a bullet deep to the right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check that. Go!
Lone back gets the handoff. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Dax Hill up for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Love out of the shotgun. Chased out to his right. Looking right, throwing. This is caught inside the 15. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Love. He's got it! Touchdown, Green Bay! Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got a man. Bowers has it. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Offense up to the line fast. Slot man in motion right. 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Let's go.
They give it to him again. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to the well again. Has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Here's Sly to try the point after. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Caught, nice gain left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we hit... From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Back now, pressure on its way. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Offense to the line for second down. They'll throw it. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10.
37. Raiders 27.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good start. From the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set.
Right up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Another carry for him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Complete out to the right. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll run here from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he Two or 3 yards on that one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. Second down now, 7 to go. They kick the running back in motion. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Completes this one to Kraft. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Another chance for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
They pitch it to him. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Look, you know I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.